This week isn't even over and it's been, well, what's the opposite of leisurely? It's that time of year when two words haunt me: power washing. Before I get to that exciting bit, I had to take a very important road trip with my daughters to Paris to get our Italian passports renewed. They had been expired for 6 months. You think France is riddled with red tape? "473 kilometers later," that's about 294 miles for the Americans out there, I ended up in Paris. Since I had the car, Lincoln had to make sure the other car was running in case of an emergency, such as running out of pretzels or beer. In his downtime after getting some work done, Lincoln perused a bit of tractor porn and took time out for a personal spa day. After a 3-hour wait at the Italian consulate, we finally had our passports. While we were in Paris, we were too tired to do any sightseeing, but I did have time to ogle this door, walk by a park, and visit a good friend in the hospital. Hi, Michael. Then we were on our way home. So I'm standing on the north side of the chateau, which doesn't get a lot of sunlight. You can see the difference in color. There's sort of a red hue to the stone. That's lichen. So that just grows because of the lack of sunshine. So towards the top of the chateau, that hasn't been touched. Beneath this cornice, we started power washing, I guess it was 2 years ago. We had a really bad drought last year, so nothing had been done. We hadn't touched the exterior. We weren't allowed to. So this isn't the best view of the chateau. The other side is the south side, so that gets plenty of sun, and that looks pretty decent. We still need to power wash that side, but this is our priority. So I figured if we could try to get out here like maybe an hour a day and just slowly make our way around the facade, that would be a huge help. There is sandstone here, which is this stone. It's really delicate. I don't want to damage any of the stonework. We have our work cut out for us. The shutters have all been taken down last season. We would remove them and store them until we decide what we're doing. Are we putting them back on? The north side doesn't really get hit with a lot of bad weather, so we never really need to close the shutters for storms or hot weather. It's really the south side that gets all the weather. We do use those exterior shutters quite often, so they come in handy. We do have interior shutters on all of the windows, so if it does get a little hot, we just close the interior shutter. That always helps. So it's a big project. It's something we've been trying to get to among all the other jobs we're trying to tackle, but hopefully over the summer we can slowly make our way. At least if we get half of it done, I'll be happy. I'm just kind of sick of looking at this sad exterior. All the steps on the chateau are granite, and those need to be power washed every year. They just get so grimy and grungy, and they just look brown, and you can't see the pretty stone. So now I can finally get these horrible vines off. Every time I come by, I think, oh, I gotta get those off. You know how you just stare at something for such a long time and it keeps bothering you? Now I can finally, I need my gloves though. This is all lichen, and you can see how this just needs to be scrubbed. This is a fun job on a nice warm day. The last time I did power washing, it was about it was near freezing, and it wasn't particularly fun. But today is a nice day. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but it looks better already, I think. I notice a difference. So it's gonna be slow going, and you can see over there we haven't touched that area where it's all red, but that'll get done. It'll be nice to clean on either side of the windows because the details are so beautiful. It's got like a scroll and some intricate work in the sandstone, so hopefully I can get to that soon. But the steps look better. So the sun is kind of going in and out, and I'm soaking wet, and I think I'm going to call it a day. Steps have been done, so I have 1, 2, 3 more sets of steps to do. Not today. One of my kids likes to do that, so I'm going to put her on step duty. We need to adjust the scaffolding boards so we can go higher and reach maybe to the top. I'm not quite sure. But the sandstone is really the tricky part, because a lot of it is just, I mean, it's just been the lichen and the dirt has just been accumulating for years and years and years. So I put on an attachment that's less pressure. So it's going to take a bit of time. I do have a cleaner, a stone cleaner in the washer, so that helps a little bit. But it's going to be slow going, but I already see an improvement. I don't think the chateau has ever been cleaned. I kind of like doing this stuff. We'll get there. Time to go in. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and if you have something to say, leave us a comment.